Hiya! Welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. Today is a very special day. Today is the day that Rockstar Games releases Red Dead Redemption on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. €50, $50 and £40 for a 13-year-old port of a PS3 and 360 game with no improvements. And by the way, a game displayed in 4K is not the same thing as the game's textures being remastered in 4K. This game is not a remaster, it's far from a remake, it's a straightforward port of a 13-year-old PS3 and 360 game and doesn't have multiplayer. And I'm here to tell you, if you want to play Red Dead Redemption again and you don't have a PlayStation 3 and you don't have an Xbox 360, emulate Red Dead Redemption. That was a pretty long introduction, wasn't it? Nonetheless, sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream, aka discussion. Yeah, if you want to play Red Dead Redemption, emulate it. You all know how to emulate games. I can't go a week without some nerd geek saying,
I emulate my games. I'm not gonna give Nintendo any money for their games. I'm gonna emulate them. Nintendo don't need that money. I emulate my games. I emulate Tears of the Kingdom. I emulate Nintendo's classic games. Emulate! Emulate! Emulate!
yeah, emulate Red Dead Redemption and have fun. Enjoy your beloved Red Dead Redemption. Rockstar don't need any more of your money. They've been milking Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online for a decade. They don't need any more of your money. Play Red Dead Redemption, but save your money. Rockstar Games do not need your money. Rockstar Games are absolutely stinking rich. They don't need your money. Emulate Red Dead Redemption. And don't play dumb. What's emulation, Johnny? What do you mean by emulate? Come on, every single time that Nintendo takes down an emulation site, these nerds, these geeks come out in their numbers and say,
Hey! They're not doing anything wrong! I emulate my games. Nintendo have plenty of money. They're not going to lose any money if I emulate Nintendo's games.
you know how to emulate games, so don't play dumb. If you can emulate Nintendo games and PlayStation games and Xbox games and every other game, then you can easily emulate Red Dead Redemption. It's a PS3 and 360 game. I would imagine it's not very hard to come across. If you can hack and jailbreak your Nintendo Switch and your PlayStation 4 and your PlayStation 5, then you shouldn't have any issue jailbreaking, PS5 and Switch to get Red Dead Redemption. Hello, Nicole. As always, you are very welcome to Green Hill Gaming for yet another Red Dead Redemption / Rockstar Games discussion. I'm not letting this one go. I am not letting this one go. Red, I'm in the live stream. How are you keeping? So I'm telling people to emulate Red Dead Redemption. And you know what? If you emulate the Game of the Year edition, you get not only Red Dead Redemption, you get Undead Nightmare, and you get the multiplayer, which the port that releases today on PS4 and Nintendo Switch does not have. So you're going to get the best version. And I'm sure there's plenty of people who have modded Red Dead Redemption over the years, and I'm pretty sure you can get that game running in 60 frames per second, unlike the port of Red Dead Redemption that's out today on PS4 and Switch. Oh, can I just say something as well, just to go slightly off track for a second? These console fanboys are just, no, I was going to say they're hilarious, but they're pathetic. I've seen comments from people saying the PlayStation 5 is a weak console. It can't even get Red Dead Redemption in 60 frames per second. It's not a hardware issue, you absolute retard. This has got nothing to do with the hardware of PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, or Nintendo Switch. This is about Rockstar Games and their greed and their laziness with their piss poor quality port of a 13-year-old game that came out on 360 and PS3 with no improvements and lacking content. That's down to the developers. Okay, which is Rockstar Games. That's down to the software, which is not the hardware. These people are just idiots. These children who are still playing the console wars. It's like a bunch of kids playing cowboys and fucking Indians. Seriously, instead of wearing a cowboy fucking hat, they're wearing a fucking Nintendo hat. Instead of an Indian fucking costume, they're wearing a fucking Xbox costume. Honestly, there is no console wars. Grow the fuck up. Seriously. Oh my days. I love emulating all those games. Yes! And technically, I would say a game that released 13 years ago is old. Look at a 13-year-old and said, Jesus, you know, it was a long time ago, wasn't it? Like, it's an old game. So there shouldn't be any issue emulating a PS3 game or a 360 game. So I say to people again, emulate Red Dead Redemption. Don't give Rockstar Games any more of your money. They're not in need of money. If any company in the industry is not in need of money, it's Rockstar Games. They've been milking Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online for a decade. You know? I mean, look how much money they make off shark cards. I know they have their GTA Plus subscription service. Jesus, for 10 years they've been milking that, like. They've been reeling in the cash and the profits. They don't need any more money. They obviously didn't spend that money on putting effort and quality into... I'm going to get back to quality actually in a second, because I got another company to pick a bone with. And I want my haters and trolls to listen very carefully when I discuss that certain company. But yeah, they put no effort and quality into this port with all the money they made from GTA 5 and online. GTA 5 and GTA Online. No! As Fran once said to King Nidge in the mean streets of Dublin City, I've a bone to pick with you, Nintendo, Ninny. I've a bone to pick with you, Ninty. Your Nintendo seal of quality. Original Nintendo seal of quality. It means nothing. Absolutely nothing today. Remove that seal from your games and your third-party games because it means nothing. There is a game on Nintendo Switch right now called WWE 2K18, where by the time the Undertaker gets to the ring, an actual Undertaker will be burying you in the ground. That game is an absolute disaster. And it's not just that game, there's a lot of other games on Nintendo Switch that are just broken, glitchy, and just the amount of shovelware, right, from these really like small indie companies that just put stuff out there with no quality put into it. I mean, look at look at The Last Hope, or whatever it was called. I mean, come on, like, Nintendo seal of quality, my arse. That means nothing today. I mean, my idea of quality isn't paying €50 for a 13-year-old port of a 360 PS3 game with no improvements and lacking the multiplayer content. That's not my idea of quality, Nintendo. You slap that fucking stamp on. Slap that seal of quality. I mean, I can imagine the situation. You know, you're Nintendo. You're the company that gets a lot of slack, you know, for your kid-friendly image. You know, Nintendo only have kids games. So you welcome the opportunity. If you're Nintendo, you welcome the opportunity of a company like Rockstar Games bringing their games to your platform. I mean, Eleanor is on Switch. Now, I will give credit where credit is due. Okay? Eleanor, I enjoyed that game on Nintendo Switch. I didn't play that game before, and I'm pretty sure that they actually improved that game on the Switch. It was definitely improved on PS4 and Xbox One. That was a good remaster. That was a good port, okay? And that was a good re-release. So yeah, if you're Nintendo and you're getting these adult games, you're getting Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, you know, getting Red Dead Redemption. Like, obviously, like, you want that on your platform. You want to say to the people who attack Nintendo, hey, look, you know, we have adult games. But, like, oh my days. Like, first of all, what new content did Rockstar Games bring to Nintendo? You have NetherRealm Studios and Warner Bros. Games bringing Mortal Kombat 11 to Nintendo Switch that runs in 60 frames per second, both in handheld and docked. And that's a new game. That was coming from PS4 and Xbox One to the Switch. The Switch is not as powerful as PS4 and Xbox One. I mean, that's a company that actually puts effort on the Switch, and that's an adult game. So, that Nintendo seal of quality means nothing. Anyway, back to my point. Emulate Red Dead Redemption. I mean, see, this goes back to the topic about Rockstar Games and Take-Two simps. Just, let me suck you off, Rockstar Games. Give it to me, Take-Two. I love your content. Oh yeah. I mean, like, it's just, what is wrong with these people? Like, what benefit are you getting from their success? So, like, it's almost like you have these just, oh my god, these brainwashed Rockstar Games sluts who just can't get enough of Rockstar Games. Yes, I'm gonna give you my money. I'm gonna give you my money. Take me, Rockstar Games. Take me. I mean, Jesus Christ. So that's the thing, like, if you have people like that, then, like, they want to support Rockstar Games, so they won't emulate Red Dead Redemption. But if you are a fan of Red Dead Redemption, if you want to play this game, if you haven't played this game before, emulate it. What, are people all of a sudden going to grow a conscience now? And have morality now, and start, like, understanding the laws of copyright now all of a sudden, and say, but Johnny, that's wrong. You shouldn't illegally download a game. Or all of a sudden the tables will turn now because it's Rockstar Games, and all of a sudden now illegally downloading games is wrong now. Huh? It wasn't fucking wrong when you fuckers were downloading fucking PlayStation, Nintendo and Xbox fucking games, emulating Xbox, Nintendo and PlayStation games. Huh? Fucking hypocrites. Emulate the game. You want to play it, emulate it. Jesus. Glad I actually made this live stream. I thought I was done last night. I thought I said everything I needed to say. But I'm back. And I'm back with a vengeance. Emulate it. I mean, does Rockstar Games need your money? But I have to support Rockstar Games because if I don't buy their games, then they won't make any money and I won't be able to get any more games. Seriously. Seriously. Fucking... Oh my god. Rockstar Games could fucking bail out the fucking world's banks with the amount of fucking money they've made from GTA 5, milking it for 10 years. And do you know what the response you get from these fucking sims like? You know, oh my god, they're trying to be funny. Try to like come at you, try to make you to be the fucking person on the wrong, you know what I mean?
You're telling us to stop having fun and enjoying our game, but
You can... Give me patience, Lord Jesus Christ! GTA 5 came out 10 years ago on PS3. I'm pretty sure people bought that game. I bought that game. If you still have your PS3, you can still play that game. Why do you need to continue buying this game? Why do you need to keep giving Rockstar Games money for the exact same game? There's nobody... I'm not telling you that you shouldn't play and enjoy GTA 5. I don't have an issue with that. If you enjoy playing your game, play it. But why do you need to continue rebuying this game? I know the same at Red Dead Redemption. You want to play Red Dead Redemption, if you have the original copy, just play the original copy because you're going to get multiplayer. The servers are still up there. If you don't have access to a PS3 or 360, you don't have Red Dead Redemption, emulate it. Emulate this game. Do not give Rockstar Games any more of your money. Okay? Fucking hell, like. So as I spoke last night, if you support Rockstar Games' greed and laziness by buying this port of a 13-year-old PS3 and 360 game with no improvements, as I mentioned, just because the game is being displayed in 4K doesn't mean that it's a remaster. A game being displayed in 4K is not the same thing as the game's textures being upscaled to 4K. That's just like watching a DVD or something, or a Blu-ray, like watching a DVD on a 4K. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but it's basically just visual, like the fucking. There's a word that I'm thinking of, and it will come to me. Just give me a second. I don't know what the word is. It's just gone. But it's not the same thing as a remaster. Emulate Red Dead Redemption. If you decide to purchase this port, then you will see a lot more of these lazy ports and far less new games. Again, as I've been saying since last night, I'd imagine the reason why anybody would want to engage with this game, you know, is because they're fans of the series, or because they always wanted to play the series but never had the opportunity. That would mean then that you would like to see more of this game series. You want to see more of this story. You know, maybe they can focus on other characters in the Red Dead Redemption world. But you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that if you buy this. You see, the thing is, if I was sitting here, standing here, walking here, whatever, you know, for every single live stream saying, fuck Rockstar Games, fuck them, fucking lazy bastards, fucking cunts, this game is shit, fucking shitty port. Like, if I just said that and that alone, then that's not productive. But by explaining to people that they shouldn't buy this port and why they shouldn't buy this port, and what it means if they do. That's more important. Like, nothing is going to change if people don't change. This will continue to happen. People are still buying shark cards. People are still subscribing to GTA Online. People are still buying these re-releases of GTA 5. And now, more than likely, people are going to be downloading the port of Red Dead Redemption. If that continues to happen, and it will, unfortunately, then Rockstar Games are going to continue making money, and they're just going to say, okay, well, here's a port of Red Dead Redemption 2 on PS6, enjoy. First trailer for PS6 is a fucking port of Red Dead Redemption 2. And then that mentality kind of gets kind of like passed on, you know, to the next generation. So the Generation Z now, right, that are going to go out and buy this game, you know, they might have kids soon, and, you know, their kids see them playing this game, and it becomes a norm. Like, old games being re-released becomes a norm to them. Oh my God. I don't know. See, things when you're dealing with Sims, when you're dealing with these absolute Rockstar Games Sims, it's tough. It's just tough. It's like trying to get somebody away from an abusive partner. You know, it's involved in an abusive relationship. I still love them. Even though they've been fucked. You know, fucking just absolutely like just beaten up. You know, fucking having their money fucking literally stolen from them. Give me 50 or. Here's yesterday's dinner. Here's your dinner from 13 years ago, bitch. Eat it. That'll be 50 euro, please. But I still love him. Oh God, I don't know. I just do not know what is wrong with these people. Like, here's the thing. Stop telling us not to have fun, Johnny. We want to have fun. I'm Kermit the Frog. But I'm not telling you not to have fun. I'm not telling you not to enjoy your games. You can enjoy Red Dead Redemption right now by emulating it. So do it. Emulate the game. I swear to God, if I see Red Dead Redemption in the fucking top 10, I don't know what the PlayStation equivalent is of, like, I know on Switch you can go to charts. Let me check. See, PlayStation is, apparently with PlayStation is if you look at the game, if you go onto the pages, if you go onto the game page, the stream will be momentarily paused. I just want to go into the store and see what the equivalent is. So yeah, if you go into the game and have a look at it, apparently that counts as like, I don't know. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to browse. Price, genre, platform, release date, VR, age rating. Doesn't seem to be anything for like chart. It just says all games. Obviously, I don't want to go into all games. Deals, collections, latest. I don't seem to be able to see anything here. I just always like what's hot. Just says places in VR 2, Baldur's Gate, Saints Row. Top 10 games in your country. So top 10 games in my country right now are FIFA 23, the new FIFA, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Overwatch 2, GTA 5, Madden, Minecraft. Yeah, I don't see. It's funny, I don't see Red Dead Redemption anywhere on my screen right now, which is hopefully it's working. Hopefully people are not fucking buying this game. Because is anybody playing it? I have 8 friends. Octo friends. Right now. One is playing Genshin Impact, the other playing Fortnite, the other playing Rocket League. One is playing, one is just online. One is playing Need for Speed, and one is online. Another one's online. But none of them are actually playing Red Dead Redemption. It's working! It's working, you guys! Shit. It's working. I'm gonna check my PlayStation, or I'm gonna check my Nintendo Switch now. Because, see, you can just go into It's a bit better on Switch when it comes to
Johnny's Nintendo fanboy. He just said it's better on Switch. But I'm going to completely ignore the segment where he completely went after Nintendo about the Nintendo seal of quality. I'm going to ignore that because Johnny is still a fanboy.
So I'm going to go into chats. So the game is out now. Red Dead Redemption is out now on Switch and PS4. No, the charts, number 1 is FIFA, 2 is Minecraft, 3 is Vampire Survivors, 4 is Lego World, 5 is Harry Potter Lego Collection, 6 is Quake 2, 7 is Among Us, 8 is Stardew Valley, whatever the fuck it's called, 9 is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, 12 is Tears of the Kingdom, 11 is Storyteller, 10 is Nintendo Switch Sports, and yeah, I could go on and on, but not. I don't see Red Dead Redemption anywhere on the charts, which is interesting. But that might get updated later on today, because normally in Europe the Nintendo eShop gets updated around 4 PM, so that's probably what it is. So I'll have a look at it. I'll be sure to give you an update. I think a lot of people was upset about the price. Definitely €50 for a 13-year-old port of a PS3 and 360 quality game with no improvements, lacking multiplayer. Of course people are upset with the price. It's not worth that price at all. I mean, if you have a 360, you can literally get the Game of the Year edition with the Undead Nightmare and the multiplayer for far cheaper. And you can pop it into your Xbox Series X and Xbox One and play it away. You know? If you got a PS3, you just pop it into your PS3 as well. So, of course, people are not happy with the price. It's just not on, like. It's just not on, like. That's just not right, like. You charge that amount of money for just a sort of lazy cash grab port. But, like, it's just nothing. I can stand here when I can say this. Other people are saying it. I see the thing is, you know, it isn't just Johnny Greenhill Gaming talking about this, or here's Johnny talking. Just go online right now, or go out into the streets. Speak to your gaming friends. Speak to gamers face to face, personally, in real life, not just online. Jesus Christ, the overall reaction to this is negative. It's negative. It's not just me, you know. Look, but me and them and everyone else talking about it is not going to change anything. For as long as there's little kids out there buying shark cards for GTA 5 and GTA Online, this will continue to happen. For as long as people subscribe to GTA Plus, this will continue to happen. For as long as people buy these shit, piss poor quality ports like GTA Trilogy and now Red Dead Redemption, this will continue to happen because Rockstar Games will make money, and therefore they will continue giving you a lot more of these lazy ports and a lot less new content. And with that said, emulate Red Dead Redemption, and hello Wacky Wacko. How are you doing? You're very welcome to my latest Red Dead Redemption / Rockstar Games and Take 2 discussion, where I will listen to the amazing soundtrack of Sonic the Hedgehog. So my message to you Wacky Wacko and everyone else is to emulate Red Dead Redemption. Ye all know how to emulate. Don't fucking play dumb with me, ye fucking nerds and geeks. You're well able to emulate Nintendo's games. You're well able to defend that. You're well able to attack Nintendo whenever they take down emulation sites and say,
oh, Nintendo make plenty of money. They don't own that game. I have every right to emulate this game. Nintendo's not going to lose out on any money. This is an old game. Nintendo's not making any money off old games, so therefore I'm going to emulate this old game.
well, geeks, well, nerds, you want to play Red Dead Redemption so much, you love this game so much, well then fucking emulate it. And Rockstar Games sure as fuck don't need your money when they've been milking GTA 5 and online for the last 10 years. And considering that Red Dead Redemption is a 13 fucking year old game. So emulate the game like you emulate every other game. Oh, I love this. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm fucking insane, but you know what though, I'm saying that though, I'm honestly speaking the truth though. I just react to things a little bit differently than other people do, you know? I just have an interesting way of reacting to things. That's some nice orange juice. Tesco's finest. So anyway, Wacky Wacko, how's everything with you? I mean, I want to acknowledge my viewers as well, you know, touches with me going off on one. You know, so let me take a little break now and just say, hello Wacky Wacko, hello Nicole, how are you both doing? How was your day going? Any plans for the rest of the weekend? Doing anything interesting? Buying any new games? Planning on getting Red Dead Redemption, are you? Planning on supporting Rockstar Games, are you? No, I'm joking. Oh my days. Yeah, so if you want Red Dead Redemption, emulate it. I mean, you know plenty of people who emulate. It's not rocket science to emulate. I'm telling you, watch, and I know you will make a follow-up live stream to this. Watch as the next emulation website gets taken down by Nintendo. Watch the next time some guy, you know, faces court and prison and fines for illegally downloading Nintendo games. Watch their reaction, and they'll be like, "There's nothing wrong with emulation. It's not theft. It's not a crime. It's not stealing. Nintendo makes plenty of money from their old games. They're not going to lose out on any money by me downloading this ancient game." Watch, and I swear to God, I'll be on each of those motherfuckers like a fucking lion to a dare, and I will rip them apart, chunk by chunk, piece by piece, and spit them back out. Because that's what I do. And I would bring Red Dead Redemption to their attention. A 13-year-old game. Rockstar Games don't need any fucking money from a 13-year-old game. They should be giving it to you for free. Rockstar Games should be giving you this game for free. The thing is, you don't need to wait for that. You can just download it. You can emulate it for nothing. Don't give Rockstar Games any more of your money. I only emulate games for the games I miss out, like the DS games from the mid-2000s and 2010s. So you emulate games, okay, Wacky Wacko. Are you interested in Red Dead Redemption? Would you like to play Red Dead Redemption? Because this port that's out on PS4 and Switch right now does not have any improvements. It's not like it has motion controls on Switch or 3D audio on PS5 or something like that. It literally has no improvements and it's lacking multiplayer. So, seeing as you emulate your games, Wacky Wacko, are you interested in Red Dead Redemption? If you are, I think you should emulate Red Dead Redemption. I don't think Rockstar Games need your money. I don't think they need any more money. Because they've been milking GTA 5 online for the last 10 years. They have plenty of money. They don't need your money. So, yes, you should emulate Red Dead Redemption. Everyone should emulate Red Dead Redemption. No one should buy this game. Nobody should support Rockstar's games' laziness and greed. Because if they do, then expect that to be the future of gaming. And I'm going to say, I don't regret saying these things. I don't regret speaking up and telling the truth and being blunt about it. You know, you're not going to see Jeff Keighley saying this, you know, in a couple of weeks' time at Gamescom. No, he's going to look at the gaming industry like it's all smiles and rainbows, quite literally. See what I did there? He's going to look at the gaming industry through rose-tinted fucking glasses. Everything is perfect. It's so great to be part of this amazing industry, you guys. I cannot wait to show you these amazing games. Here's a re-release of Red Dead Redemption 2. I hope you had a great show, guys. I mean, like, if anyone should be speaking out about this, and if anyone is in such a powerful position to reach an audience about this, it's the likes of Jeff Keighley. He is quite literally like the face of like gaming media right now. You know, he's like the Game Awards. You know, some massive game announcements get released at the Game Awards. You know, he's got the Summer Games Fest. I mean, this guy is behind some of the biggest gaming events. You know, he should be speaking out about this. So he spoke out about Konami. Because he's simping over Hideo Kojima. Ugh, how dare you? You did Kojima bad. You did my bum body bad. No, it's okay for him to speak out about fucking, you know, Konami, like, but he should really be speaking out about issues like this. Rockstar Games not releasing a game in 8 years. You know? And instead of releasing piss poor quality port, the GTA trilogy, and now Red Dead Redemption, and milking GTA 5 for 10 years. I'm not Jeff Keighley. I don't have the audience, the amount, the fucking size. I don't have, what's that fucking word I'm looking for? I don't know what I'm saying. I don't have as much like followers as Jeff Keighley did. I can't reach as many people as Jeff Keighley can, basically. Depends in my interest, and also, hell no, I'm not buying that shitty port. Yeah, you definitely should not buy that shitty port. It's a 13-year-old port of a 360 and PS3 game with no improvements and no multiplayer. And I will say that as many fucking times as I want to, as I need to get it through to people. So definitely don't buy it, because if you do buy it, you're going to see a lot more lazy ports like that and a lot less new content. In 8 years now, and Rockstar Games still have not released a new game. But Johnny, it takes time to make a new game, Johnny. Come on, like. I'd rather wait than to get a broken game. You do realise there are plenty of companies that have released games in a short period of time from the last game that's working perfectly fine. You do realise not every game is like a Cyberpunk. Not every game is released broken. Not every game is released unfinished. There are plenty of companies like Insomniac Games that release their games perfect quality, finished, complete, and they're amazing experiences. So what makes Rockstar Games any different to those companies who continue to make games, quality games, that put effort into those games, fun, enjoyable experiences? Nothing. The only difference is Rockstar Games when it's sitting a pile of cash for 10 fucking years and milk GTA 5. That's the difference. You know, people say I'm angry. You're angry, Johnny. Calm down. Calm down. You're looking at it all wrong. You're looking at this all wrong. This isn't about me being angry. This isn't about me being bitter. This isn't about me being toxic. This is about me having passion for the gaming industry. I start every live stream and every video with Welcome to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. This is about passion. I am passionate about the subject of gaming. I don't want to see gaming go down this road. I don't want to see lazy ports of 13-year-old games with no improvements and lacking content. I don't have an issue with remasters, actual remasters, like the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, and The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I don't have an issue with those actual remasters where the companies actually put the effort in to make those games actually look better, not being displayed in 4K. Because again, there is a difference between a game being displayed on your 4K TV in 4K than actually the company remastering the textures of the game, the audio of the game. There's a big difference between that. So I don't have an issue with remasters, and I certainly don't have an issue with a remake. I would love a remake of Super Mario 64 so much. I don't have an issue with that. The issue is literally taking a game that came out 13 years ago in that state, in that form, and doing nothing with it, no improvements, taking away content like multiplayer, and then charging €50 for it. That's the problem I have. That is the problem I have. So if you are listening to me right now, and you are thinking of getting Red Dead Redemption, emulate it. If you don't know how to emulate, I'm sure you can come across somebody who will happily tell you how to emulate your games. If you're able to illegally watch movies, then what's the difference between illegally emulating your games? Rockstar Games do not need your money. Okay? They do not need your money. So as I said last night, like, I mean, this isn't about angry Johnny. This isn't about bitter and toxic Johnny. You're looking at it all wrong. You're misunderstanding me. More people should be saying this. More people should be talking like this. Not just putting it lightly, not just trying to find a positive. What, I mean, the only positive at all that I can think about this Red Dead Redemption port is the fact that on Switch, it's a handheld, portable version of Red Dead Redemption. To my knowledge, there is no other system that can do that. I don't even know it ever. It never came to PC, so I can't see it being on Steam Deck. However, I would imagine that you can basically hack, modify, jailbreak, whatever your Steam Deck to get Red Dead Redemption on your Steam Deck. I'm not quite sure of that. But that's the only positive that I can take away from this. So don't accuse me of being all negative. That's the only positive I can take away from this. But it's just, I don't know. I mean, I have a Switch. I love playing my games on handheld, but a lot of the times when I almost like, I bought Sonic Origins Plus on the Switch because I really wanted that physical edition, right? I barely even play it on my Switch because I have it on PlayStation, and I've been playing it on PlayStation more than I have on Switch, so I don't really have an incentive to play it on Switch. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, I don't think that the portability should be the defining. Like, it's still an old 13-year-old game that costs 50 fucking euros. Is my point. I mean, €20 more would give you Tears of the Kingdom, which is a AAA blockbuster game, could potentially be Game of the Year. Like, you're getting quality, you're getting new mechanics. It's a new game. Do you know what I mean? So being able to play that in a handheld, you know, is a lot more appealing than playing a port of a 13-year-old PS3 game but no improvements. Yeah, that's the only reason I would want it on Switch, for the ability to be a cowboy everywhere. I mean, I'd like that. It's just, look, that's positive. You know what I mean? It's a nice positive take on it. Like, I mean, it is nice, you know, to kind of to get involved in the world of Red Dead Redemption and be kind of enthusiastic about it, and, you know, to be a fan of the game and being able to, you know, play that game out and about. That's a nice thing. I know. I understand that. But you see, the thing is, if we were talking about any other company, if we were talking about Nintendo, if this was Nintendo releasing a port of, I don't know, Super Mario Galaxy, I don't know what, if Nintendo just ported an old 13-year-old game onto the Switch, and people didn't have the opportunity to play it before. Let's say that there was a port of Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, even though more than likely that could potentially come to one of the Metal Gear Solid Master Collections. But let's just say anyway that there was a port of an old game on Nintendo Switch that people didn't have the opportunity to play before. I would still have an issue with it. I would still speak out about it. But at least a company like Nintendo releases new content. If it was Capcom and they released a port of a Resident Evil game, let's say it was a collection of the PS1 Resident Evil games and they charged €60 for it. It's costly, but at least people can enjoy those old ports of these good games. Red Dead Redemption is good games as well, but at least Capcom make new games. Do you get where I'm coming from now? Rockstar Games have not released a new game in 8 years. That's the difference. You see, that is the difference. So I like that you're enthusiastic about Red Dead Redemption. I get that you're a fan of it. I get that you like the idea of being able to play this on the go on your Switch. But if you support this lazy and greedy port, then you're not going to get any new content from Rockstar Games anytime soon. And if it's successful and other companies pick up on that success, then how they're going to react to it is they're going to say, okay, well, Rockstar Games have been successful in doing this. Maybe we should try doing it. And before you know it, you would have Nintendo doing it, PlayStation doing it, Capcom doing it, and as a result, that would become the norm of the industry. I mean, we already have a situation where microtransactions are mainstream in the industry, to a point where even Capcom, with Street Fighter 6, a €70 game, that game includes microtransactions, where minor cosmetic content are locked behind the paywall of microtransactions. I mean, it's even gotten to the point now where their latest collaboration with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has €80 worth of cosmetics locked behind that paywall. That's more than the game itself. Like, it's I mean, like, we don't need to add any more bullshit into the industry. It's really bad as it is. I mentioned earlier, Cyberpunk. You know, when that got revealed to the world, everyone was so, oh, look at this game, it looks amazing, it's going to be amazing, oh, it has Keanu Reeves, oh my god, Hollywood actors, can't wait to play this game, and we all know what happened. Cyberpunk. It was so bad I had to get removed from the PlayStation Store. I mean, do we really want to support this? Do we really want to add more issues to an already fucking industry that is just crumbling? We don't. But true, still not worth the price. It's not worth. It's not even a matter of price though. I mean, just emulate the game. Seriously. You mentioned earlier that you like to emulate your games. Emulate. Oh, was that Rocky Rocco? Sorry. But you said earlier, yeah, you like to emulate games, don't you? I love emulating older games. Well, Red Dead Redemption is an old game. So I would say to you, be a cowboy and emulate Red Dead Redemption and have fun playing that game. Don't give Rockstar Games any more of your money, because they don't deserve it and they don't need it. They don't deserve it because what have they done with that money? What have they done with the money that you have given them? I mean, we are their paychecks. Like, you have to understand how it goes. I mean, if a business is not making business, then there is no business. Like, if consumers don't buy their products, then how in the name of God are they going to be able to stay in business? It makes no sense. So, what thanks do we get? Okay, all the money that was put into Shark Cards and GTA Plus and the many re-releases of GTA 5, all the money they made, what thanks do we get? We get a 13-year-old port of a PS3 and 360 game with no improvements and no multiplayer. I mean, that's just like adding insult to wound, isn't it? I mean, it's bad enough that it's €50. It's bad enough that it's literally just a port of a 360 and PS3 game. It's bad enough that it's got no improvements. But to make matters worse, they're going to take away mode. And you know what amazes me as well? And you got people saying, oh, but other companies do it. Look at what Ubisoft did with the Assassin's Creed games. They were all remastered. Every one of those games were remastered. And then somebody even mentioned The Last of Us Part 1. Now, I discussed The Last of Us Part 1. And I've shared my views on that. But that is clearly... I mean, whether we like it or not, it is a remaster. Because it's basically the first Last of Us on the Last of Us 2 engine. That is technically a remaster. It certainly wasn't a cheap, lazy port. That's for sure. Oh my days. I really can't believe it that it doesn't have the multiplayer. I have memories playing with my older brothers. There you go, you have fond, nostalgic memories of playing Red Dead Redemption multiplayer with your older brothers. That's a lovely memory. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame that you can't re-experience that on PlayStation 4 and Switch. Because Rockstar Games have took it away from the game. I mean, it's not like Rockstar Games can sustain servers. It's not like they don't have enough money to have dedicated servers for this, for the PS4 and Switch port. I mean, there's no reason why they can't just use the existing servers for the PS3 and 360 versions of Red Dead Redemption. Like, basically, there is no defending this. Sometimes I almost feel, because of my tone and because of the way that I speak about this, that I seem to get branded as like I'm the bad person. Like, what I'm saying is wrong. You know, what I'm doing is wrong. Not Rockstar Games. It's so weird. It's just, there's no defending this. Like, how can you possibly defend it? How can you honestly defend this? How? How can anyone defend this? Oh my god. I remember when Nintendo had just revealed the Nintendo Switch, when the NX became the Nintendo Switch. And there was one particular guy, not going to mention his name, he knows who he is. He came out and said, the Switch is going to become another Wii U. It's going to flop. All they rely on is Mario and Zelda, and they continue milking those games, and they don't do anything different. Oh my days, how wrong he was. Because now the Nintendo Switch has sold more than the PS4. I mean, it's possible, although I can't see it happening, but it's possible that it could eventually catch up with the sales of PS2. So it's far from a flop. Bear in mind, PS2 came out in 2002, Switch came out in 2017, just saying. Super Mario Odyssey is like, I mean, I don't know how new that game could be compared to Super Mario 3D World on Wii U. I mean, it is vastly different. The mechanics, the presentation, gameplay, it's just so innovative and so fresh. And I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom speaks for itself compared to Skyward Sword. And like, so these people, these Nintendo haters, like, attack Nintendo and say Nintendo are milking their Mario games and milking their Zelda games, and you know, they're going to flop and whatever. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom sold 18 million in just 2 months. That's a big flop, isn't it? Wow. Turning the concept of like Legend of Zelda games, you know, up to Skyward Sword, and putting it into an open world mechanic. Yeah, that's definitely, that's not doing anything different, is it? No. That's definitely milking. Yeah, definitely milking the franchise there. Yeah. And here we have an actual company who's actually milking their games. We've got Rockstar Games actually milking GTA 5 for 10 years, a decade. We've got Rockstar Games now milking Red Dead Redemption by expecting you to pay €50 for an actual 13-year-old PS3 and 360 game with no improvements. You know? And some of these Nintendo haters are actually emulating Nintendo games. Well, then maybe they should emulate Red Dead Redemption then. People, if you have any sense, don't purchase this port. Emulate it. That's why I'm here. I'm here today in this live stream, telling you to play Red Dead Redemption. I'm telling you to enjoy Red Dead Redemption. I'm telling you to have fun playing Red Dead Redemption. But I'm telling you to emulate it. Do not give Rockstar Games any more of your money. They have plenty of money. They have made plenty of money from milking GTA 5 and GTA Online for a decade. The amount of people who have purchased Sharp cards, subscribed to GTA Plus, and bought the many re-releases of GTA 5 across PS4 and PS5. Rockstar Games do not need your money. Put your money somewhere else. put it on quality, put it on effort, and emulate Grand Theft Auto. Sorry, emulate Red Dead Redemption. And you all know how to emulate because you're well able to emulate Nintendo's classic games and say, well, they won't miss the money. They don't need the money from old games. Well, Red Dead Redemption is an old game, and Rockstar games certainly don't need your fucking money. Yeah, they can emulate GTA 5, play the game on 360 and PS3 still has MP. Fine shooter. You're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming on this fine Thursday, where I'm having a discussion on Red Dead Redemption and Rockstar games. So great to have you in the live stream, and I hope that you're keeping well. So yeah, they can literally, look, these people can literally emulate new release games. People are emulating people were emulating Tears of the Kingdom. People were emulating like Ragnarok. People are well capable of emulating new release games. So they can emulate GTA 5, they can emulate Red Dead Redemption. If they want to play this game, they can play it, they can emulate it and have fun playing it. But they don't need to be giving Rockstar Games any more of their fucking money. As you said, if you have the 360 and PS3, just play, and it has multiplayer, exactly. I'm Irish, but I don't talk like Jacksepticeye. You see, he bugs me, he annoys me, he really grinds my gears. And I'll tell you why he does. Because what you've been listening to is how an Irish person actually speaks. I'm from County Cork, well, Cork City in County Cork. This is how I actually sound as an Irishman. But then we have Jacksepticeye, who's Irish, who has an actual Irish accent, but he decides to speak like this. Top of the morning to you! Nobody in Ireland, let me fucking tore my throat there. Nobody in Ireland, be water, I tore my throat. Nobody in Ireland talks like that. So yeah, I'm Irish. I'm Irish. I have a kind of American accent. Why? Where are you from? If you don't mind me asking. Cork, the best county. Ah, I love it. I love it. We got someone who appreciates Cork. Cork, bye. It's all Rockstar games. Rockstar games are not more than langers like. They want me to pay a €50 for a 13-year-old PS3 and Xbox 360 game with no improvements, no multiplayer. Oh, really? Yeah. That's how a Cork person speaks. So you kind of have an American accent. Nice. So I would say to people, emulate Red Dead Redemption. They do not need any more of your money. You see, I'm doing what I always do now in these discussion live streams. Every time I discuss something, I'm doing what I always do, and I kind of tend to repeat myself. But you know what? There's an advantage of repeating yourself, because at least the point may get into their heads better then. To keep on drilling it home, you know? So yeah, emulate the game. Emulate it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can even get this on your smart device. You know, you can get it on anything. I don't know, your laptop, your tablet, smartphone, whatever. It's a PS3 game. And again, I mean, people have actually emulated like new release games. I mean, people are emulating Tears of the Kingdom as well. I've seen that. And you get people saying, Nintendo don't need the money. Nintendo not going to lose any money by me emulating this game. Well, then Rockstar Games won't lose any money by you emulating Red Dead Redemption. So what's the difference? Maybe the difference is you're a Rockstar fucking game simp. And you simp over them. And you want them to make money. And you lie in bed at night jerking off to how much money Rockstar Games make at night. Whatever the fuck you're into, buddy. But like, fuck me, like. Oh, Rockstar Games financial report. Oh. Honest to God, like, I don't know what is wrong with these people, like. I mean, if you work for Rockstar Games and you're an employer of Rockstar, or you're an employee of Rockstar Games, well, if you're an employer, you're definitely making money. If you are financially benefiting from Rockstar Games profits, have a great time. Have a great time. Spend your money wisely. Or spend it however the fuck you want to. But if you are a gamer like myself and you do not financially benefit from Rockstar Games profits, then what the fuck are you simping over? Surely you want new games. Surely you want remasters, actual remasters with quality, like the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword and Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Or remakes of the quality of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 Remake. I don't particularly have as much of an issue with Resident Evil 3 Remake as other people do, but I don't know, people are just obsessed with the Clock Tower, I suppose. You know, it's just the one area of the game they want more than anything else. But they're all, nonetheless, actual remakes, you know. God almighty. See, trying to get into the head of a Rockstar Games simp and trying to get them to make sense. Oh, it's a tough one. It's like trying to go into like Charles Manson's cult, you know, into his house and just try to get all those people to walk out peacefully. You know, good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. You know? That's what it's like. Honest to God. You can get Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition for Xbox 360 for like a $5 in CX. Exactly, there you go. You can definitely, I'm not too sure about a $5, but you can definitely get it cheaper than €50. There you go. And you can pop that game into your Xbox One and Xbox Series X and it works perfectly fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are emulating games before they even come out. Exactly, games that have yet to actually enter the market, people are emulating those games. So these people have no issue with emulating games. They got no issue emulating Nintendo's or PlayStation's or any other company's classic game library. They say they're old games, Johnny. They're not going to miss the money. Well, Red Dead Redemption came out 13 years ago. That's an old game. They're not going to miss the money. And certainly Rockstar Games are not going to miss the money because they've been milking GTA 5 for the last 10 fucking years, a decade. So they got no issue emulating games and they don't, like, they clearly know how to do it. So emulate Red Dead Redemption. And it has the DLC and multiplayer, as you said. Or you can buy Red Dead Redemption port with only campaign and the one DLC with no improvements whatsoever. I regret buying the definitive edition of GTA Trilogy. I gotta say, well, I do regret it in one way, and the most important way. I regret it because I've supported Rockstar Games. I've supported their greed and laziness. So I do regret that part. I don't regret it because, please don't laugh at me, but I never actually completed GTA 3 or Vice City until I actually bought the trilogy. And it was quite nice because I got it on Switch, so I completed GTA 3 for the first time in bed. And it was the last mission in GTA 3 where you won Maria. And I killed her by accident because I got a bit confused. So I shot her in the head with a sniper rifle and her head exploded. And it was like, what happened? Why does it say the mission failed? Then you actually find out that you kill her anyway. So I'm like, what? I could have just fucking saved myself effort and then try to track her. Oh, it was a tough mission. But completing that in the comfort of my bed on Switch, it was a nice moment. I don't regret that. And I completed Vice City as well for the first time. I yet to complete San Andreas, believe it or not. Because I was more of a kind of open world sandbox kind of a guy. I didn't really focus too much on missions. I just went around the city and just caused mayhem. You know? So yeah. Oh, Johnny admitted he doesn't care about the single player campaign, and then he's going after GTA Online. Well, playing the open world sandbox element of GTA was not playing online, was it? So, shut up. You can buy, I regret buying. I didn't see the last message. If I haven't subscribed to your channel, I'm going to subscribe to your channel now. Subscribe. There we go. Did you complete Red Dead Redemption 2? Because I was going to say something. I actually have not completed Red Dead Redemption 2. I played a little bit of it when it came to PlayStation Plus, but then they removed it, and I don't want to pay €60 for it. I know it was on the sale plenty of times, but I just didn't have any motivation to get it really. I'm not really a fan of Red Dead Redemption as much as other people are. I like Bully. I like Grand Theft Auto. I like Eleanor. I just don't know, Red Dead Redemption, I didn't give it as much attention, but yeah. But no, I haven't completed Red Dead Redemption 2. No. Just waiting for Saber Tap to join the live stream and say, get Red Dead Redemption 2. And I'll tell him, emulate Red Dead Redemption 1. Boy. Eleanor is super underrated. It is! Yes, thank you. It is extremely underrated. That game was so cool. Having to look at the characters' facial expressions, because at the time the technology was really ahead of its time. To see whether they were lying and going around and interviewing these people and figuring out what they did and finding evidence and solving cases. Jesus, that was fun. That was fun. I enjoyed that game so much. And Bully was fun as well. Bully was really funny, like, you know. Bully was funny. It was funny stuff. I enjoyed that game so much. So you think that Rockstar Games, with the amount of money they've made from milking GTA 5 for a decade, that they would put money into making a new Bully, or just even fucking remaster Bully, something, and give it a new Eleanor. Another company that made Eleanor are no longer there, but it's still, I mean, it's still Rockstar Games property. You know, Take-Two are still the parent company. So why would there be an issue? Why would there be an issue? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm upset the technology was never used again. There you go. Imagine that technology was used on PS5. Like, it was probably because the company that, yeah, the company's gone. But like, they could still, I don't know, buy the technology from that company. Oh, I don't know. Emulate Red Dead Redemption. Now. Do it now. I need to eat something because I'm actually like, it's tiring stuff, you know. It's tiring stuff when you are the voice of the voiceless. You know, speaking, other people are just too scared to say. That is tiring stuff. But someone has to say it, you know, and other people are as well. Like, I mean, there's plenty of people are saying these things. I don't think though it's going to make a difference. I think that Red Dead Redemption will sell reasonably well. Because people are idiots. And they will continue to be idiots. They're just too... They just don't have enough strength to, you know, say no to Rockstar Games.
Say no, just say no. Just say no.
All forced all these employees to work overtime. They complain about Rockstar's quality, but they still avoid their stuff. that's it as well. Like, that's it. Like, you know, like, they will see. You've got these interesting species. There are species of people that, like, they fake criticize. You know, they fake criticize. God, Rockstar Games, so lazy. 50 hours. Put no effort at all into it. But I'm still gonna get it! Oh, I don't know, you see, those people are just unfixable. You just can't fix those people. They're just broken beyond reason, to be honest. Honest to God, it's fake criticism, you know? Like, they pretend to criticize the company, and then like 10 seconds later they completely retract what they said. It's just so funny. It's so funny. I mean, I criticize everything and everyone whenever I need to. You know, I don't care. Like, if I have something to say about a company, I will say it. You know? Oh, it's absolutely, it's hypocritical. Yep, hypocrite, that's what they are. 100% hypocritical behavior. They're just like, oh, I don't know, like, it's just... Do you know what would make me so happy? If the unthinkable happened and if the planets actually aligned, and if enough people did resist this port, and Rockstar Games, it literally flopped, you know, and as a result of so many people seeing right through Rockstar Games' greed and laziness, that they all actually boycotted GTA 6, like properly boycotted GTA 6. And I know what you're thinking, but that's not going to happen. What if it, I'm saying to you, what if it did? What if it did? What if people just said, no, no more, we're not supporting this. We've seen what you've done with GTA Trilogy. We've seen what you did with Red Dead Redemption, charging €50 for a 13-year-old port of a PS3 and 360 game with no improvements, no multiplayer. We've seen the fact you haven't released a new game for 8 years. We've seen the fact that you milked GTA 5 for 10 years. We're not having this, and it just blows up, and it's just a massive like campaign, hashtag don't support Rockstar Games, and it just blows up, and then GTA 6 just utterly flops. I would die a happy man that day, let me tell you. A happy fucking day. A happy man on that day. If only we had the old Rockstar, we would have a GTA Trilogy and Red Dead remake, and maybe they would be making GTA 7. Exactly, because back before Rockstar Games were actually Rockstar Games, there's a very interesting, complex history behind how they changed around, and I've actually forgotten. I'm not going to go into it. But there was like BGM and DMs. I forget. But anyway, back then you had on PS1 Grand Theft Auto 1, Grand Theft Auto London, the expansion packs. There was 2 of them, I believe, and then there was GTA 2. So that was essentially 1, 2, 3, 4. If you include the 2 London expansion packs. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even count. Yes, 4 GTA experiences on PS1. On PS2, you had the amazing 3D era. You had Grand Theft Auto 3, which completely redefined, open 3D action games. You had GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas. You had GTA Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, which came over from PSP. That's 5 GTA games. On PS3, you had GTA 4 and GTA 5. And now, of course, we've got GTA 5 brought over to PS4 and PS5, and no new GTA game. So yes, old Rockstar games were definitely more involved. They were definitely making a lot more games. And again, you're going to get people that will say, but Johnny, it takes time and effort to make these AAA games. Bullshit. Rockstar Games are not the only company that make games. And they're certainly not the only company that makes AAA blockbuster games. There's plenty of companies that release regular blockbuster AAA games, within a few years. Not 10 fucking years. So that's a bullshit excuse, and it's a bullshit response. And you can shine it up real nice, and you can shove it right up your simpy candy ass. GTA 1 and 3 maps, Liberty City, Vice City, San Andreas, which is just San Fierro. Exactly. A lot more GTA games back in the day, but as you mentioned, the real Rockstar. See, that's the problem. You see, I love the fact that Ed Boon is still involved in Mortal Kombat. I love the fact that Miyamoto is still involved in Super Mario, which is why in a month's time, just over a month's time, actually yeah, a month's time, Mortal Kombat 1 will be releasing. And it's going to be an amazing experience. It's going to stay true to what Mortal Kombat is. And that's why in a few months' time, you're going to have Super Mario Wonder, which is going to take the 2D Mario series into completely new territory. Because the people who understand the source material, the people who understand what Mortal Kombat is, what Resident Evil is, are still there. And they're not being ass fucked by suits, saying, how can we make money? How can we milk this game? The fog in San Andreas always made me think that that it was way bigger than 5. The classic fog. Yeah, it did have an interesting effect, right? Like, that's for sure. Okay, so I am going to wrap up this discussion. So I've come across many stories over the years of Nintendo taking down emulation sites and certain people crying about it.
I can't emulate my games anymore. I can't steal Nintendo's games anymore. What's wrong? What am I doing so wrong? These are old games. Nintendo are not making any money off those old games. Why would I miss those games? And, they'll go on to the next emulation website and continue emulating their games. And you also have people who emulate new release games as well. So the concept of emulation is not new, and many people do it, and many people know how to do it, and people have no issue doing it. So with that in mind, I say to you, if you are a fan of Red Dead Redemption, or if you haven't played it before and you want to play it, enjoy it, have fun with it, but emulate it. Do not give Rockstar Games any more money by purchasing it. They don't need your money. They got plenty of money. They've been milking GTA 5 and online for a decade. They got plenty of money. They're not going to miss the money. They're not going to lose out on money on an old 13-year-old game. So yeah, emulate Red Dead Redemption if you want to play it. And then the definitive edition, you press down the D-pad and you see 3/4 of them. Crazy stuff. Listen, thank you so much everyone for watching this live stream, for taking part in the live chat, much appreciated, yourself included. Find sure nice chatting to you. And I will catch you in the next live stream. So have a good day, enjoy yourself, and emulate Red Dead Redemption.